Glad to have you with us in Jonesboro, Arkansas. Centennial Bank Stadium, home to the Red Wolves of Arkansas State, and fans have been fired up for this one all day. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Red Wolves off. To start this game off. Here he comes, and obviously defense is always going to be aware of a quarterback, but boy, he finds a way to put defenses on their heels all the time, David.
I mean, what can't he do? He's got the weapons, he's got the confidence, he's got the experience. Jesse, these kind of guys are so hard to defend.
You're right. They better be able to find a way to get pressure on him, because if they don't, this is going to be a long day.
That's the way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. He'll ride his man on the option. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
Goes to the option. Now the pitch. Still running at the 40. Running toward the tape. Touchdown, Red Wolves! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And he finished things off racing 53 yards for 6. He'll bring it out. It's Savage. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. The Spartans offense will have its first possession of the game. And there's no doubt, guys, we will be focused on these 2-star playmakers on the outside. Ball in the air, intercepted! Didn't find much room on the return, but now they are in business and poised to strike from the 25.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Touchdown, Red Wolves! Reeled it in and just made the house call.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Savage. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Spartans have him back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
And the Spartans want to move quickly. They'll try to bully their way for the first. And that first defender was just waving at him after that sweet move. He picked up the first down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half.
Timeout, Arkansas State.
The Spartans will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. Bring in the heat. Up near the 40-yard line, they'll mark it at the 39 to pick up a 15. And the Spartans look to keep this drive humming.
Man, this guy just has a lot of skills when he's toting the rock, doesn't he? He's got speed, but he's also physical. Kind of reminds you of great Michigan State running backs. Guys like Le'Veon Bell or T.J. Duckett. They could run guys over, but once they got in the second level, they could take it the distance. This guy has skills like that.
Now he's looking to throw it. Finds his big tight end. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion.
Really nice job on that throw, just giving his guy an opportunity to catch the ball. It kind of reminds me about Bill Burke, a guy I played against back in the Citrus Bowl when I was playing. He was throwing to Plaxico Burress, and he just kept putting the football in Plax's range. We just couldn't stop the two of them. They went up and down the field on us all day long throwing it. If you just give your guy a chance like he did right there, I don't know if this defense can stop him.
And how does he keep running? I'd be dizzy after a spin move like that.
And this offense is clicking, everything's moving, and the guy carrying the football, I mean, he is carrying the rock. Like, this is a guy he's setting this tone for this game, creating some balance on this offense. This offense is going to be a handful.
Yeah, David, I'd love to sit here and say, well, the offensive coordinator is just one step ahead of his counterpart across the field. That's not it. Right now, his offensive line is establishing the line of scrimmage, and you mentioned the back. He right now is running with authority on this drive.
Unleashes one deep. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan State.
Receivers do this every day, all day. Throw it up. I will go get it. I will stay in bounds. Nice job knowing where he was at on the field to get that foot in bounds, to get the big touchdown for this offense.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. On to attempt the try. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Iowa steamrolled its way to victory today. They scored off turnovers, they scored on gadget plays, an all-around masterpiece that'll give the folks in Iowa City a ton of confidence. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays.
He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
On the defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Gets him down at the 26. Big play there. Give him 15 yards on the gain, and they move the sticks. Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. On the option. He'll pitch it. Headed to the end zone, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Arkansas State.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone, it's Savage. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone and you're stopped at the 8. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They've clearly found that, dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. The Spartans send out the punt unit. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. First one of the day is booted away. They ran him out there 4 times in the victory last week. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Arkansas State has it ready to go to work on offense. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that.
And the ball slipped out. The defense pounced on that, and now they're headed the other way.
In this offense, they like their quarterback running these QB-designed runs like you saw right there, but the defense, they're going to light up every time they see him tote the rock. They know they've got an opportunity to lay a hit on him and create a takeaway like they did right there.
And the Spartans moving quickly to the line.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run. They knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Looking to throw, it's in goal. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back.
Hey, man, sometimes you get the perfect play call at the perfect time. That time, the defense blitzing, offensive line allowed everybody to run upfield, and they slip in the running back screen, and behind it, there was nobody there to make a tackle, and this offense generates a massive play.
They'll put the tight end in motion. They'll run it from the gun. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. Now facing a 3rd and long. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. Almost got to the sticks on 3rd down. Able to pick up 6, but they're looking at a 4th and 1. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the 1st. They'll try it on the ground. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. Now on the option. He'll toss it. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the 1st quarter. How about these 2 running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the 1st quarter stats. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. Still on his feet at the 45. And a big play there on the option. The pitch was executed perfectly.
And it's really nice to have a workhorse running back that you know you can feed and get productive gain after gain. Now over 100 yards. You've already got some separation on the scoreboard. I would continue to feed this workhorse.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many 1st downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
And the Red Wolves come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Get set, get set.
You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
Well, not much the defense could do there. The defensive end crashed down thinking the running back had it, but nice job with the ball handling there by the QB.
Just trying to avoid negative plays, continue to put stress on the defense. That's what he does there.
And that's a play this guy can run in his sleep, too. They rep this over and over and over. It's like clockwork for this guy.
Now the pitch. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
Touchdown, Red Wolves! And they take it in for 6 more points. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Arkansas State 28, Michigan State 7.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Back to pass, it's in goal. Trying to make magic on the scramble. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. The Spartans come to the line in the hurry-up. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And that's got to feel good if you're the offense, because 3rd down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, oh, I got to get my feet set. Make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think...
Oh, the ball's out! The D scoops it up, and everybody reverses field.
Now, this is a receiving group that practices making catches in traffic, and they're used to having guys trying to rip it free. He's got to do a better job of keeping 5 points of pressure after he makes the catch. That's a costly giveaway.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there. And obviously this offense has had their way, getting the huge lead. And now, when you know it's a running situation later in the ball games, you're still getting pounded. This defense has to step up at some point and be a lot more physical.
D coordinators down the road that have to play this offense, man, they're going to have nightmares because this unit has so much speed, so much skill. At running back, receiver, tight end, the quarterback making good decisions. It is so tough trying to stop them and prevent explosive plays.
Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Here we go. They'll run the option. Now the toss. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down. And how about the timing on that pitch?
You always have to run the sexy plays, right? It doesn't have to always be up-tempo and fast and spread and doing all this stuff. Sometimes you just lower your shoulder. Sometimes you just run powerfully. You get the 1st down, and that's all that matters.
Looking to scramble. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Get the quarterback off his spot. Make him flush from the pocket. Put a good hit on him. Check, check, check. You want to do everything you can.
And it's caught! Touchdown, Red Wolves! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Arkansas State 35, Michigan State
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. They get you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
He's right on target. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense.
And that's good enough for a first down.
And the pass hits, picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Arkansas State. A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. And the extra point was good to finish things off. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six.
42, Michigan State.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
He's going to pass. Fires to the middle. He's got it. Off he goes. He's at the 10. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Spartans.
Number 20.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy shows you right there a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They knock him down right there.
I don't think the quarterback made the right read on that play. I know they're asking a lot of this QB. He's got a lot to focus on with the pass game and all the different types of runs that they have in their playbook. But on that play there, that pre-snap look told me to hand it off.
Quick toss. Crosses the 30, he's got away. And he will finally go out of bounds after another big gain, and they are absolutely gashing them with this running game. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. On the option. The pitch. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
Fires to the wideout. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete. The Red Wolves will bring the punt team onto the field.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like, this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points.
Dropping back, it's in goal. Pocket starts to collapse. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Coming after him. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. He just terrorizes quarterbacks, his 30th career sack.
And that's an amazing number, 30 sacks, because a lot of guys get sacks early in their careers, and then coordinators figure it out and then start double-teaming them and sliding and chipping, and then their numbers come down. This guy, though, David, has never stopped.
And it's got to be consistently, Jesse. Like, you got to consistently play hard, play after play, because sometimes they get rid of the ball fast. Sometimes you can't get in the mix. But to get to the quarterback 30 times, very few people have done that.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He'll toss it. At the 40, there he goes. And oh, no, he loses the ball after the huge gain. That is a serendipitous turn of events. With the fumble going out of bounds, they'll maintain possession. And the Red Wolves will kick it off to start the second half. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it, and I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
Nice job in coverage there. Offense trying to take a shot downfield. The defender able to tip that one up in the air and force it incomplete.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Touchdown, Red Wolves! The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. And he made the extra point without problem. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it.
Arkansas State, 49. Michigan State.
He'll bring it out. It's Savage. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, running back gets to give. Makes his man miss. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long through the 26. Looking to throw, it's in goal. Gonna take a shot at this DB. And it falls incomplete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there. And the Spartans line up to punt it away. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's going to get loose. Boy, did he show it all on that return. The speed, the explosiveness. It took a little momentum with him out of bounds. Arkansas State ready to go back to work on offense. This is like a gift to have starting field position like this, Jesse.
You're absolutely right. It's ideal. And, David, they practice this. Sudden change situations. You have got to be able to pay this off now if you're on offense. offense.
Yeah, and you want to pay it off. You practice it, but set it up in a goal-to-go situation. This is as good as it gets for this offense to succeed.
The pass play they hoped would spread the defense out, create a one-on-one opportunity, but they were equal to the challenge.
Yeah, and that's a play the receiver would love to have back. It looked for a second like he might be able to break that tackle.
Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
3rd and goal from way back there. Trying to get to him. The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. It's good. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the move kind. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
To the air. It's in goal. Working that left side now. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Fires to the right. It's caught. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. The Spartans come to the line with a new set of downs. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down. And the Spartans will line up to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Making sure there's no return on that one as the... Guys, we'll see if this Red Wolves offense can get moving. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on 1st down. The option look. Now the toss. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Off the play fake. On the move to his left. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe. And how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get. Now on 1st down from the 43. Here comes the option. He'll toss it. On the move at the 30. A tremendous run. He was full bore after taking that pitch. Just sweet execution.
And that's another Red Wolves.
That's the end of the quarter, and Arkansas State is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings.
Michigan State, 14.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. On the option. Runs through a tackle. Got some room, headed to the goal line. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea, because if he can get out in space and he has a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch, as you saw in that line.
Touchdown, Red Wolves! And the pummeling has started. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the 4th, and now they can smell 8 straight wins. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Arkansas State, 59. Michigan State, 14.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will... Yard line. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more for game.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
Getting some heat. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play. This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. A new set of downs after the completion. He'll come out throwing on first down. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. The Spartans have this offense rolling. To the air on first down. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open. After the misconnection, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Uncorks one. Fires the pass. Intercepted. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake. Hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man.
And how good does that feel, right? You've got the lead in the 4th quarter. The defense knows you're going to try to run the ball to ice the game, and you rip off an 8-yard run. They know it's coming, and they still can't stop.
Good pickup there. He gets enough for the first down.
It must have been a brutal week for this defense preparing for this game because of all the different ways they can attack you and because of how athletic this quarterback is and how he can hurt you running the football. He just showed it to you right there.
At the 35, he's open. All kinds of running room. Touchdown, Arkansas State. And the route is on. They put up another score here in the 4th, and they are well on their way to an 11-1 regular season.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
He'll take a deep shot here. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. And the incompletion brings up a second down. He's got the tight end.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody in bounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
And this is why coaches get paid the big bucks. Tough decision on your own side of the field. Fourth quarter, I'm trailing. Is it go time now, or do I trust my defense?
He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. Arkansas State has it ready to go to work on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Now the pitch. At the 35, he's got room. He's off to the races. The 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Red Wolves! And the beatdown has ensued. They've built a comfortable lead and trying to hang on for a Week 13 victory.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
A first down for the offense. Trying to start the drive with a pass. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. And after the loss on that last one, an all-important second down play from the 12. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the right. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab over the middle. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. He finds his man. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. And they'll come to the line just needing a few chain links for a first down. He'll just keep slinging it. Throws for the tight end. Complete downfield. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. He wants to throw. Feeling some heat. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you can tell they were dialed into what was going on. And now
he's going for it all. Got it. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will.
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note, a little bit.
He'll try to tack on one more. And it's up and good. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Colorado is currently trailing in this one, but I've seen crazier things at Folsom Field. Trust me when I tell you that. I guess what I'm saying is a comeback could be in the cards. It's less than a touchdown lead. They're trailing by 6 to Boise State. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
You're going to win a lot of games if you can generate explosive plays. That's what we've seen in recent weeks from this football team, but this offense, man, they are every defensive coordinator's nightmare because of the players they've got lining up all over.
And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? They'll keep it on the ground, right up the gut, looking for 6. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? This is what an elite team does. They know they're better, they go out, they take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your unit. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved